Welcome back to Rolling. I'm Encinitas. With me again is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And Xindictive.
Sup, boys?
Yeah. So today we're heading to the Derelict factory, Michigan. Because even in 2003, Detroit was a shithole.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, you called it out at the end of last video. I'm calling it out at the start of this one.
Well, I mean, usually you let me do the call-outs so that you don't catch flack, but I'm glad to see you finally grown some balls.
Yeah.
You loser.
Oh.
Okay, well, I can already see a problem with this place. You got your wrecking ball inside the building.
They left the spray cans around.
Yeah.
You usually put the wrecking ball outside and then swing it into the building.
You've also got your, pits of molten magma, but that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a requirement.
Right.
Also, there's some big-ass buttons.
Yeah. You just, you just see there's a bunch
Just
of
DDR
there's
them.
a bunch of controls, but then just one big button that does the job.
Yeah, I mean, they hired Frank's stepbrother.
That guy's just filming a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that guy I was about to say, that guy's he's not really getting good shots, I think.
Maybe he's doing a selfie.
Oh, yeah, he was doing a 2003 selfie.
Pretty much.
Yes.
That involves getting his DSLR, and then, I'm gonna just stop what I was saying there and say instead, you know what this level already reminds me of?
What?
Just because of that, pit with the grate on top, it reminded me of Gravity Games by Street Dirt's first level, but red.
Yeah.
And that's not a good comparison. And it's not really something they could have seen coming. Did Gravity Games Bike come after or before this game?
I don't know.
No idea.
Know. But, man,
and how did Gravity Games Bike Street Dirt... Okay, Gravity Games Bike Street Dirt, you have to say the whole name every time. Came out June of I was about to say 2002. I don't know why I'm speaking. 2002, for us humans.
2002.
Yeah, in the year of our Lord, 2002.
Hold on. How far do you want to go with this? Did Gravity Games Spike Street Dirt retroactively ruin all factory levels? Because Tony Hawk 3 started with a pretty good one.
But this one seems fine. This one seems fine so far. It's just it reminds me of because Tony Hawk's factory level has a lot of elevation changes, and this one seems to have lots of big open spaces that are very flat, which is a hallmark of Gravity Games Bike. Gravity Games was big flat levels with a couple bowls. Okay, this area is definitely different.
They love their flats, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean in this game it works because you need to build up speed and it's well designed for that.
They even love their women flats.
That's enough cans.
Just Bob. It's well designed. Period.
Yeah, that's true. It's just well designed.
I don't know why that's my thing now. Just stating very obvious sentences, pausing for dramatic effect, and ending with period.
Nice.
Keep it rolling. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just some nice, simple graffiti.
Yeah.
That's quite a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Try to copy what I do, if you can.
Oh, we'll copy and we'll do you one better.
I bet you don't have the cojones to do it.
Yeah, the cajones.
Bio 360, but yeah.
Hang on, let me look at my list first.
To get a little serious for a second, now you're seeing where every single one of these trick combo things, there's pretty much, they're picking such a wide variety of tricks, I almost always have to reassign something.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
I mean, that's good. That's digging into your old roster. They're that porn star cess slide, and I'm just gonna power through the name of that. Sometimes I forget that I can hit up and then R2 or down or R2, up R2. That there's more than just the basic R2. There's extra cess slide variants.
They really get out their variety here.
Yeah. Right. And sometimes a game just needs to kind of tell you that those exist. Or that this path exists or something.
Yeah.
But a little bit of level interaction, actually. You can knock down or grind 2 of the hooks and knock down the
That's a staple that comes in nowadays. Just break fucking everything.
I mean, there's people in here just doing whatever the fuck they want anyways, so...
I mean, it's an abandoned factory.
We don't know that it's abandoned, it's just derelict.
Oh,
And they took a whole bunch of people here for some reason, but,
yeah.
It's abandoned.
Yeah, an entire rollerblading crew, plus photographers, plus a graphic artist, plus a bunch of other people.
And they keep the lava here too, so...
Yeah. Steelworks.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if you were gonna, like, use, like, if you were gonna try to extrude, like, metal, probably not gonna keep it in huge vats with just, like, a grate above it. Well, I mean...
Maybe it's the smartest option ever.
I've been to manufacturing
put,
plants.
like,
That's not normally how it's done.
Volcanoes of lava around the place.
Bro, Detroit does it their own style. You ever had Detroit-style pizza?
No, thank you. Ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Maybe Detroit does just keep giant blocks of metal.
Did we talk about Detroit-style pizza on a previous video, or was
No,
I think that was just you and me.
Yeah, I think this is brand new for the aesthetic audience.
Yeah,
this is something you want to launch into.
It's so upsetting to me. It's so upsetting to me. Detroit-style pizza is the fucking worst. It's just so bad. I've never had it. I want to be clear. I want to be clear. I've never had it. It's just assholery.
I'm glad I have never been to Detroit because I'm an Australian, but yeah.
Right.
I know Detroit's a shithole, so I'm guessing their pizza is just as equally shit.
No, here's the deal. So, first of all, you cook it in like an iron pan so that it just burns the fuck out of it. So I'm like, no, please. Like, don't. Can you not?
I like it extra crispy.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I believe if I remember correctly, you go the crust, and then you put toppings, and then
cheese.
I think it's a light dusting of cheese and then sauce on top in like 2 strips, just like a line of sauce, another line of sauce, and I'm like, don't you dare call that pizza. That's just cheesy bread.
They dress their pizza with the pizza sauce like how you dress ribs with barbecue sauce.
Like, don't lie to me. This is not... And like, okay, look, I love Chicago as a city, but Chicago-style pizzas, they're asking for it too.
Oh,
all right?
Shit. He's got pizza thoughts.
Cause look, it's just a big. It's like you wanna. I think Jon Stewart said it best when he described Chicago-style pizza. Deep dish pizza is just an above-ground swimming pool of marinara sauce for rats. Okay, it's just garbage.
Wow.
It's just garbage because you've got like a big fucking pie crust. Right, and then some garbage cheese on the bottom, and then you put just like a gallon of cold marinara sauce on top. Gross.
Right.
New York style pizzas, the only real pizza.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's a reason. You know what they call it in New York? They call it pizza.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. They call it pizza.
Yeah, Chicago doesn't even use a real dairy spitter.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the New York fucking pizzas. Here in Australia, we're finally starting to like go into that sort of direction where we are making New York style pizzas.
Hell yes.
We have not done Detroit or Chicago or anything like that. Just New York right now.
Good. And I mean, like,
why don't you have an Australian pizza where it's like dingo meat and you infuse it with like scorpion?
I don't think dingo meat would be good on a pizza.
Yeah.
Like you take a bite and it might just sting you to death. The pizza might just sting you to death.
I mean, I like that part.
We love our barbecue sauce a lot more than our tomato sauce, though.
That's fair. I mean, that's cool. Whatever, man. Like,
yeah. That's called Encinitas kitchen style.
Like, I don't mind sauce variety. You know, some people like, you know, different kinds of sauces, different kinds of tomatoes. You know, whatever you want to do there, that's fine. But like the basic construction of the pizza is pretty simple, and it just bothers me when people ruin a good thing. with their stupid
They want to be
ideas.
artists. That's the problem. They want to believe
like
that
if you want to
artists.
do art. But like, don't do pizza.
Part of the appeal to Australian-style pizza is actually the journey back home because you might get killed by a cassowary.
Jesus.
Much.
Wow.
That's always the fun
Journey
part.
back home meaning like when you're bringing the pizza back home, like you you called it in and then you're going to pick it up.
The whole experience is Australian-style
That's
pizza.
the Australian. Like if you're ordering New York-style pizza at an Australian place, they'll deliver it. But you can't have Australian-style pizza delivered.
All right.
Are those
so
green
Bob,
rats?
Bob, I know in these games you always love it when I crush small animals.
Jesus.
So
Yes.
I grinded the rusty pipe, but then there's kind of a sub-challenge where now there's green irradiated rats.
Well, I mean,
and I have to.
If
I
they
have
were
to
normal rats,
run
then
all
I
of
would
them
matter.
over.
But they're irradiated, so I don't.
So suddenly
Right.
it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah.
I mean, they're already gonna die.
Yeah. And they're gonna spread out randomly across this area, and they will always, if you're not expecting it, turn right before you get there and you'll miss them. This is frustrating.
The irradiation
I mean,
is
not
giving them extra
super
intelligence,
frustrating,
that's
but-
why.
Yeah,
But
they're
all
super
right.
rats.
For running the rats over, we gain access to an extra little part of the level, the blast doors.
Because
or
of
whatever
course it
open up.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't open those doors up. The rats might get in. I don't know what the logic is, but
I mean, imagine like if the bubonic plague also like irradiated you like that.
I don't think it would be bad because I think people with the plague would die of the plague before the radiation ever had a chance to do anything to them.
Yeah, but like, right, but like, where are they gonna put the bodies afterwards? You know,
Wherever the fuck they want, they're all still gonna die of the plague.
Pretty much.
that stuff has a half-life of like 50,000 years.
What, the plague? Or just an
Yes.
irradiated person? Because like,
I'm trying to do a goof over.
How about the radiated plague?
oh,
Yeah, exactly. They stack.
oh
you know?
shit.
Yeah.
So it resets
Super
the timer
plague.
on it. Damn. God damn.
all right.
Do a
As long as we
Unity
bring some
Royale
unity into all of the
bio.
situation, we'll be fine.
I feel like I'm not doing this challenge right, but I have no other idea how to do it. Because, like, the photo shoot challenges are a little pickier than you think they're gonna be. Like, just because you're doing the tricks inside the radius,
Yeah.
you know, you see the kind of blue border, or the yellow border, doesn't necessarily mean those tricks will count. Like you saw in the, it was one of the vids with Tyler. SoCal School. I got like 6,000 points where the photographer wanted me to in the blue border, and it didn't count the first time.
Yeah.
So I've figured something out here, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right if you kind of know that feeling.
So they want you to do a Unity Royale Bio 360 front
To a
side?
front slide, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, grind, jump, do air trick, land in another grind. Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't... That looks like more of a tap the rails sort of thing at the end. That doesn't look like an actual front slide. That's what feels off to me there.
That was a lot, yeah.
Oh, but you might notice that some of my tricks are in green now, which means that I have mastered those. Like just the basic front side, just hitting the grind button, no
You are now
modifier.
the flip master.
I've done that more than 50 times on this playthrough. In fact, on the 50th time you do a trick, you'll see it in blue. And so you
that's cool.
probably saw that at some point, and I know you will see that in future videos, where a trick will be in blue, and that means I've mastered it. Now, exactly what mastering does, I still don't really know. Maybe my balance is a little better on those, maybe worth a little more points, or maybe it's just worth the acknowledgement that that's a common trick. But like you see, like basic front slide, the manuals, and the basic Royale or basic cess slide are the ones that I've mastered.
Yeah, I just want to quickly question this right now. When I was looking up this game, this game was supposed to be more like a realistic sort of thing, like more of an escape thing compared to Aggressive Inland, which is more goofy, Tony Hawk style kind of thing. And I question that with these tricks, like the fucking fish brain and the Indian backflip. Like, what?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are. I don't know about fish brain, but you know, Indian is a trick, and
A backflip?
do a backflip while doing the
The tortoise.
Like, how many of these are actual, like, that free fish brain, you're basically just grinding by, like, twisting your ankle 45 degrees and then just riding forward.
Yeah.
Is that a real trick?
I have no idea.
Are these all real tricks?
I'm not that, into inline, so I don't know all of my info of inline stuff, but it doesn't look right like an actual trick that inline skaters would actually do.
Yeah.
Boom.
And unfortunately, since they're all extinct, we can never ask.
Right. Weren't we talking about how inline's coming back, like, last video?
Were we?
Screw that. This is a new timeline.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, you might have been riding around going, I don't see that outdoor area that it was showing me, and I don't know where the secret logo is. Well, there's that one kind of I would not have known this without a guide, so I'm so glad there was a GameFAQs guide. But there's one triangular window in the upper control room that you can jump through and come out onto this area.
Yeah, I fucking hate it when games give you like a goal that makes no sense, like it's confusing as shit to you. I've had that happen with another game. Except that game didn't even have a guide at all. I had to figure that out myself, where I had to figure out, instead of grinding this fucking Mexican hat to get this icon, I had to shoot these free rockets at it that I get later on, and it's just like, how am I supposed to fucking know that?
What game is
And that's a skating game.
Shoot rocket? What game? What skating game?
Was this Twisted Metal?
No, it's not Twisted Metal. Even though that would make sense, no. It's...
honestly, up until you said the rockets part, I was thinking TJ Lavin. You remember that city level where there was like the Mexican place?
It was weird.
Yeah, the game is called Skate Attack.
Skate Attack.
Oh, I've got an emulate version of that. I was thinking of maybe going with that in a few months.
Yeah, trust me, the game has some weird stuff to it when it comes to its goals. It sometimes makes no sense, but as you go along, you start to get used to the nonsense.
Yeah, well, sometimes makes no sense is my middle name.
Incetic sometimes makes no sense 47. That's his name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't wear it out.
You know what? Rolling? I want to see you do rolling, Zin, because you say you try to 100% every level and such, and every level of rolling has literally like 20 plus gaps that I have no idea where they are. You might have seen I've done 23 gaps in this level
and they're
across
called
my
transfers.
2 playthroughs. Yeah, 23 transfers, and there were like 26 left. I haven't even found half of them. Well, so you know what? Get going, buddy. Get going, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for the game to arrive, so as soon as it does, you bet your ass I'm gonna go and find all those damn transfers.
Did you order a copy?
Yeah, I bought a copy. It was like $3.
Nice. All right, so we're finished up with the Derelict factory, so next we're heading back to the East Coast, the New York City outskirts.
Straight to good old New York.
So, see you then.